3, 2, 1, clap. All right, we're all synced up. Hello, boys. How's it going? This is Lore here, episode 5. We are minus one person. Alec, tragically, is no longer with us. He's in a better place now. And by that, I mean he's in California with his family.
Is that really a better place, though?
Well, it depends on who you ask. It depends on if you ask him, too. Maybe he would say yes with his family. Maybe he would say no because he seems to like Maine. I don't know.
Is this where we say he has a side gig?
A side.
Yes, Jason, this is where we say a side gig. If he was here, he'd be
that
doing the barf noise. That sucked. Yeah. Okay. See, we didn't even need that guy. We got him on lock. Between all of us, we could do enough impressions. We'd be fine. All right. Anyways, moving on. The loose topic of today is our favorite chokes/reactions in Guitar Hero, Rock Band, any rhythm game media. So back in the day, early 2007, 8, 9, 10, that was a very popular thing that people would do. You know, they would record themselves trying to FC a song. If they get it, great. If not, they have this crazy reaction that people would love. And back then, everybody was a child for the most part, so we had a lot of high-pitched, squeakery, screaming, yelling, screeching at their TV, hope mom doesn't hear me reactions.
And then, like puberty voice cracks and stuff, like the whole 9 yards, you know?
Yeah, and some of us never actually got the puberty thing and still have the higher pitch voice. And...
Hey, it works for some people. Works for you. Works for Charlie Kelly. And It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Works great. Anyways,
he's living life.
He's living life, and he seems to embrace it. And we all should embrace it. It's just a voice. You can't change it naturally. You can change it with a voice changer, of course. But that'd be so funny if you just start a stream one day, Jason, and your voice is just really low all of a sudden. Hey guys,
I've really considered
and then
voice
you never
changer at points.
Just never address it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's asking, what happened to your voice?
Change it every day.
Just moving on. Hey guys.
Ooh, how are you?
You could probably do a lot of weird shit with AI these days. You could just make your voice into somebody else's entirely, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm
cool. Waiting for the VTuber plastic guitar streamer that has like the hand sync where all the buttons as they push them go to their model. That's what I want to see.
I really like Orange Hat was like an early adopter of that idea, and he really should try again because like his
cool
setup was great. But dude, it's funny you mentioned that because like I think like having a VTuber model for like a Clone Hero stream is like an April Fool's joke would be like a really good gag.
Just an April Fool's joke. Spent hundreds of my hours developing this and getting all the equipment. Jokes on you guys.
Own it.
I know that Blego P, a Twitch streamer, he has like switched to a VTuber model entirely. And he plays drums too.
Blagopi's a great person, and I've liked them for a long time, especially their drum playthroughs. They're great. Yeah. I have to admit, I always thought their name was Blego Pie. And
I can understand that.
That was always Blagopi for me. Blego Pie. I like Blego Pie better, actually. Much better, actually. Blego Pie.
Hey, what's up, Blego Pie? How's it going?
Yeah.
Blego Pie. I don't know. It sounds kind of much like you're going to cut into your nice treat and there's Legos.
Yeah. The Blego Pie. Anyway, back on topic. We're going to talk about reactions. I've had us all gather a few of our favorite reactions that we can remember, either back from the day or recently. Doesn't matter. Just somebody reacting to something happening in a rhythm game. So, who wants to start? I can throw out a few absolute classics.
Give me one of your classics.
Ones that we will all know. One that is referenced to this day. I just heard somebody reference this in a video not that long ago. This is, I'm going to link it in the chat right now. This is the King of Terror's Freebird choke.
Oh my god.
Do we all know and love it? Yes, of course we do.
Yes.
It's short and sweet. It starts at 3 minutes and 56 seconds in that video. If we all want to queue up, we can just go watch it and react to the reaction together.
Yeah, let me
actually.
Oh yes.
It's at 356. Let's give it a little bit of lead time. Let's go to 350.
All right.
And for audio listeners, I'm going to try to intersperse the audio here as well as I can. We'll see about it, but this is probably going to be a better visual episode once again, just to let you know.
All right, I'm at 350.
All right, 350. Are you all ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. So he's at the end of Freebird here, like 1 or 2 solos before the very end.
I already remember the sound.
And then he lets out this absolute banshee screech. It is iconic. That should be somebody's sub alert if it's not already. It's great.
It's so sad that he kept playing too. Like
yeah, He had to keep it going to the very end just to prove that it was an FC, and he did hit every other note. And then after he does that, he lets out some other reaction. Oh my god, I choked is what he yelled. Kind of like that. I didn't mean to mock him that bad, but yeah, King of Terrors. He on this channel at least, he hasn't uploaded since 15 years ago.
-1 King of Terrors.
Yeah, and his follow-up video after this is GH2 Freebird FC no choke. so he got a quick redemption arc. So that's good for him.
I'm trying to look at where so basically the reason why he choked, maybe viewers will find this interesting.
Oh, we're trying to do some gameplay analysis here.
I figure why not?
Sure.
He choked because at the end of the zigzag, after the blue note, it goes yellow, red, yellow, orange, right? He just played too late because he was probably really nervous. That's really it. Like
he held on that blue for too long.
He did, which I mean I've done a lot on like a lot of songs, like just staying in for slightly too long. But he fretted correctly. He just played too late. It's tragic, you know. It's tragic, man, because that happens a lot.
Also worth noting, the date on this is August 15th, 2007, so this is prior to Guitar Hero 3 was released, so Freebird FC back then still gave you quite a bit of clout. That was probably pretty good.
Absolutely.
And I mean, he was probably like one of the only people uploading this at all, like close to Freebird FC.
Yeah, he was one of the early people, King of Terrors. He did like meetups and like in-person events with other people. I think him and Hell Ashes did stuff.
Hell Ashes.
Yeah, his name is definitely familiar. I'm looking at the comments. Some old names I haven't seen in a long
Oh yeah,
time.
there's some gems down here.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have one down here at some point too, but maybe I don't. I'd have to think back to 10-year-old me.
Dude, Andy commented on this.
Yeah, Andy THPS, I see him.
Yeah.
Hey man, haha man, that shit cracked me up. The anticipation for it was killing me, and it was totally worth it, he says, 16 years ago.
Hell Ash just commented. Polly commented.
Tan Man, 14 years ago.
Dude, Tan
Devil
Man
May Asian.
Yeah.
Tan Man's got some reactions too.
He does. DBZ1414, I remember that name. J-Prez.
Of course. Does he have many reactions? I know he has one recently.
It's wild to see someone's name in the comments here from 13 years ago who was just in my stream for the first time yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
That's kind of crazy. Shout out to Ouija.
We all been around. We've been around. We stay around.
DDR Sensation commented on this.
Ooh. Sorry, didn't mean to whomegal that guy. There's so many comments. I just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling.
Yeah, I keep scrolling. There's so many, man.
This is crazy. This was like a lot of comments back in the day. Oh, I think I reached the bottom. Anyways.
Yeah.
Enough with this one. Any of you guys want to share one of yours, or should I just go down my list and then we go person to person?
I'd say I think just go down your list first.
All right. Next in my list, another iconic one that got indirectly mentioned in pre-show, and that is the Raining Blood FC by JLC.
JLC.
So this one, this is the first ever Raining Blood FC done by James I. Coulter in January 2008. Yeah, this whole video is it's an experience. He had a few friends over, and they were talking the entire time, much to the chagrin of James himself. He was always telling him to shut the fuck up, and I need to focus, and then blah blah blah, and they just never shut the fuck up. And the cameraman kept pointing the camera at his face for some reason. And anyways, let's go to about 3 minutes. Let's go 3 minutes even on this video. We'll queue up. We'll watch it together. It's at the very end of the flood, right when the trills are going to start happening. All right, are we all there?
Yes,
I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah. You hear that kid right away. Yeah. So he's gonna go into the trills.
So many times.
Thankfully, they were dead silent for him during the trills, the concentration part. But right after,
oh my fucking
dead silence, and there's the sweet release.
Man, I miss JLC so much, man.
He was my favorite back in the day.
Dude.
So expressive, so good.
His angry comments series will just go down in infamy.
Oh man, yeah, I forgot about those. So anyways, yeah, he got that FC. He had the whole crew going crazy, and the reaction itself is good, but I think it's cooler to me nowadays because that was like it distills what was so cool about Guitar Hero, because this was a community event for us when the first Raining Blood FC, because it was like a super hard song, and everybody who played the game knew Raining Blood is like that super hard song that stopped all the progress. Like I need to beat Raining Blood before I can go on to Lou, because of that first little section. I can't even remember the name of it right now. Mosh.
Mosh.
Mosh 1.
Everybody struggled with the Mosh. That was a big deal. And then seeing
I was
somebody
playing
FC
Mosh
crazy.
I was playing Mosh like a month or two ago, and like I even struggled with it for a few minutes because I was trying to figure out how to hit the yellow. I was trying to figure out how to hit the yellow blue chord, and I figured out I had the slide.
Hey, anybody that wants to get that experience, legitimately though, load up one of those games that has a tighter timing engine and play Mosh 1 on it. Seriously.
It's going to be different than Clone Hero.
If you think, oh, that section's child's play, go back on Rock Band 3 Deluxe or Yarg Anti-Ghost or one of those engines that's a little tighter.
Yeah. Quads are hard on Rock Band 3 too.
I don't think I could FC it on RB3 Deluxe first try. It'd take me a couple tries, just because Rock Band 3 Deluxe is the way it is. Not even Deluxe, just Rock Band 3 is the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, this reaction was great because it was a whole group thing. It was kind of like, brings you back to the days of having your friends over playing Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
It's cool. Anyways, I have another James Like Coulter reaction coming up right after.
Love JLC.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a frequent flyer in my list, and my list is long. I don't know if I'll go through all of them, but we'll see how much time we get. I'll go through 5. I'll cut off at 5, and then if we got more time at the end, I'll do more. So this next one here is James Like Coulter playing Critical Acclaim drums on Rock Band 2.
God!
This is,
I absolutely remember this one.
Yeah, and this video is called Miracles Happen. And the reason that is called that is because go to 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
I like how it's the most replayed section too. Like everybody knows.
Everybody knows it, of course. This is a big. Okay, so we're all at 440.
Yeah.
All right, play in 3, 2, 1. So he's going through a little fill on drums. Oh, he dropped his stick. So now what's he do? He's got to use his hand instead of his stick.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
So now his head's going crazy. It's like, oh shit, I dropped my stick. But then he's thinking, oh, I'm gonna do this. I can do this. And now he's just
he says,
slapping that red pad, slapping that red pad with his left hand. He believes in himself. He's gonna be able to do it here. Very final stretch of the song. There's a couple of rolls coming up still, so there's a few challenging parts. But in the end, he's gonna do it, and he's gonna be extremely happy about it.
Like right before the snare roll. Yeah.
This is just DK Bongo Simulator.
Yeah.
God, I just love the wow.
He's praising the red pad. He goes crazy. He's running around his room, losing his fucking mind. He can't do it.
Oh my God! He lost his stick. What's he gonna do? Oh my God! Oh my God! He did it,
dude.
With one hand.
God, this brings me back, man.
One hand.
God, he was such an entertainer.
All right.
He was. He was. I'm gonna be real. He was ahead of his time by a lot.
He totally was.
He was very ahead.
There's a reason he was so popular back in the day.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. Wait.
Yeah, I was gonna brush past that. He said something about getting a life and jacking it, I think.
Yeah, that's yeah. He just kind of casually said stuff like that a lot back then.
Oh, get a girlfriend and stop jacking is what he said. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting guy.
He hasn't posted anything online in like 2 years, which is a damn shame.
Yeah, he'll come back for a little bit. Yeah, I hope he does.
Yeah, he did have a bit of a Clone Hero comeback arc. That was cool to watch.
Yeah,
he did,
and that was fun. He streamed on Twitch for a little bit, and he
was
was exactly the same as I remembered him.
Amen.
Exactly the same.
Anyways, moving on to the next one. Not James Like Coulter this time. This one I did not find when it was new. This was actually brought to my attention a few years back. This is by someone by the name of ElsaPeg09.
I remember ElsaPeg.
And this is a cute little one. I think Nuno might have told me about this one at one point, but he's playing Jordan.
Probably Nuno, yeah.
He's playing Jordan. He got through all the hard parts. He gets to the last solo. I believe it's called solo F, where it's like where you strum like little doublet greens and then a blue or a red or whatever. So in this video, go to about 1:30. We'll queue up there. And
I've never seen this one.
Oh, okay. We'll see the events that come down. There's not much of a auditory choke. This is a visual one. Okay, so 1:30 in 3, 2, 1, go. Solo F is starting. He misses immediately. Stands up out of his chair. Starts
I remember this one.
Doing a
I
little
remember
jig.
this one. I remember this one now.
Why is he doing a jig?
Dude, sometimes anger manifests itself in mysterious ways. Oh wait, he throws the guitar and then he tries to do a handstand. Yeah, and then the video just says "ow" at the end.
Bro, have you ever been so mad at a joke you started river dancing?
Nope, I can't say I have. But this guy has. I lost it. It's so funny because he keeps playing.
It's great.
He keeps playing. He starts doing this little dance. Yeah, it's hilarious. 12 years ago that was. 2011.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, it's a short but sweet. Only 1,000 views on that one. That one's a deep cut.
Yeah, I'm still subscribed to his channel. I think I used to watch him like way back in the day. And also,
Me too.
to confirm your suspicions, Nuno commented on the video, so he probably
okay.
told you about
Makes
it.
perfect sense. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Nuno then. It
Yeah,
must have been
Everything
mentioned
makes
somewhere.
sense.
Yeah,
There's
everything
definitely
makes sense
Nuno.
with him. All right, moving on to the next one that I have in my list. I have one from our fellow friend UCog Monkey.
Oh man,
Okay.
George had some
George.
great reactions.
Yeah, and when I was looking for other reactions, I came across one from George, and I'm like, I could go on for days with his reactions here, but this video here is titled "I Suck," and
I suck.
I suck, and it is him playing Through the Fire and Flames smash hits. Let's just go to minute 30 on this one. We'll queue up there, and we'll see the events that unfold. You can already tell this is not a full recording of Through the Fire and Flames smash hits. Just the very end, just
Tap notes.
second half of the solo. All right, so
Those
1 minute
sliders.
30 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. He's hitting those sliders, getting into the outro. Oh no! What happened there? He missed a red note? He'd be screaming.
Yes, so-
He'd be pacing around his room.
Wait.
He'd be smashing guitars. Okay, so moving on from UCOG, short technical difficulty here. Moving on from UCOG, I have one more quick short one that I want to share, and it's literally just a short and sweet one. There's one small thing that happens and nothing much else. So go to 4 minutes and about 20 seconds on this video here. It's called "The Number of the Beast Epic Choke" by Death Metalhead 19. It has 6,000 views 15 years ago. 4 minutes
It's a 420.
22 seconds. Yeah, it's 4 minutes 20 seconds. All right, 3,
Lit.
2, 1, go. Very end of "The Number of the Beast." Misses the last note, and he just says, "Ah!"
Wait.
I replayed this about 5 times.
He presses yellow. He presses yellow. He
What
does
an
a 4-note
absolute
chord.
noob move.
Oh.
He does a 4-note chord.
Oh, he
That
does.
hurt. Physically.
That "ah" is great to me.
Jason, how does that make you feel as like the renowned -1 king?
It honestly gives me a little bit of satisfaction seeing other people feel that pain because it's something I'm so used to.
It's not just you.
It's
You're not
just you.
alone. You're never alone.
One of us. One of us.
It's true though.
All right, so that'll do
Everyone-
it for all of my reactions, though.
I feel like
Very
everyone
nice.
who's played at the high level knows that sweet feeling of failure.
Oh yeah.
Coming so close and missing.
I just had this feeling
then-
a couple days ago.
Why were you playing Rock Band 4?
Yeah, unfortunately. Much to my dismay. I was finishing up my Rock Band 4 recordings. I'm done with that game now. Don't ever have to touch it again if I don't want to. I got the fucking Dream Genie, dude. Oh, that song is just a
Nice.
frustrating
That's
piece of shit. I hate that
Yeah,
song.
that
Well,
one's more of like a. That one's
like
just
the
more
song.
time consuming than anything.
I like
feel
the song. I don't like playing the song.
Yeah,
You have to
the
be
charts,
so fucking precise. All those little hopo notes interspersed with the strums. It's a nightmare. With all the tempo
you just-
changes.
And do you just try to alt strum all of it, or do you defect to down strumming a lot?
So here's the thing. I probably put in about 3-ish hours trying to FC that once again with a path. So I went through a couple different methods. At first, what I used to do back in the day was I would alt strum all that shit. But
Yeah.
I did that for like 1 or 2 runs, and I'm like, that didn't happen. I was missing all sorts of things. I was missing all over the place.
Sure.
So then I started doing down strums, and I was like, oh, this works better. So then I kept doing down strums for about 2-ish hours, And then I went back to alt strumming just out of curiosity, and it worked like flawlessly. I got almost to the very last little bit right before the easy part comes in at the end. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do that again. Second try doing alt strumming after down strumming for 3 hours, I got the FC. So it feels like I just wasted 2 hours by using a poor method, but it's all part of the learning process, I suppose you could call it.
It's true, it is. You got.
Sometimes it's just adjusting, figuring out your methods.
Yeah, and I went to an insane degree in trying to see this song. I pulled up the chart in not Moonscraper, what is it? Chopped. I pulled it up in Chopped with where my paths are, and I was analyzing each little measure of the hard parts to see. Okay, that BPM jumps up by 2 there. Okay, it jumps down by 4 there. Okay, it jumps up by 8 there. I'm gonna have to strum this part a bit faster because I'm like I'm going insane here. Analyzing 2 BPM and trying to adjust based on 2 BPM. I'm not gonna feel 2 BPM. But I still was like, well, maybe,
All right. Anyways, so if we're talking rock band and chokes, I feel like this is a good transition point right here.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Jump in, man.
One of my favorite personal chokes. This is a clip from playing Rock Band 4 on stream, and I had overstrummed, and I had just gotten to the solo in Sleepwalker by Megadeth.
Oh.
And I had never hit the hard part.
Sleepwalker's hard.
I had never hit the hard part.
Yeah, and the chart's rough, man.
Had missed, and then end up, let's just start it at about, let's say 5 seconds.
All right.
It's only a 20-second clip anyway, so 5 seconds in.
Okay.
And 3, 2, 1. There's the miss.
Part I haven't hit.
The part I hadn't
hit.
hit.
Coming. Oh, one hand too? That'd be me. Mouth agape.
Yeah, that shit sucks, man. And you one-handed it too. Like most people have to tap that.
Yeah, I couldn't one-hand that.
Especially in Rock Band 1. Oh my god.
That was
a Rock Band 1 song. That was a Rock Band 1 song, man.
Yeah, doing that in Rock Band 4 versus 1 is a little bit different.
It is, but it's still difficult either way.
Has it been FC'd in Rock Band 1? I don't know if it has.
I feel like it was a long time ago, but I could be wrong.
It probably
It's a hard
has.
chart. That is a hard
FC
chart.
Rock Band 1. Based on a quick look, looking like a no.
Yeah, you know.
Who's to say somebody didn't do it in just 15 years ago?
Yep.
I guarantee you, if I message Steph, he'd probably FC it today.
I was gonna say that, like, if anybody's gonna do it, Steph would be he'd be the person to do it because he got constant motion just on a whim, and now he could just do
which is wild.
Sleepwalker just on a whim. You see what he's doing now?
Yeah.
What's the objective
Pulse
now?
of the maggots.
Pulse of the maggots.
Rock Band 3.
Pulse of the maggots.
Okay. I was about to say not on Rock Band 1.
On Rock Band 3. But get this. Somebody made him a practice chart, so it cuts out all the fat. It starts at the solo and it ends at the outro, so it's solo to outro. Just that in the chart. He FC'd that.
Yeah, he FC'd it. So he
essentially
both solos in a run.
He essentially already has the FC. He just has to sit through the first 2 minutes of.
He just has to hit the riffs.
First.
That's really it. Yeah.
Oh.
And if
Still
anybody
hard,
can do it at this point,
it's still challenging. It could definitely mess you up a couple times, but the fact that he was
still
like,
only Will?
Well, yeah, Will got it on Rock Band 4.
Rock Band 4, never done on Rock Band 3.
Never been done on Rock Band 3 though, right?
He really wanted to do it on Rock Band 3, but I think he just got sick of like trying over and over again. I can't really blame him.
I can't blame him. Rock Band 3 and Rock Band 4 are two different beasts.
Yeah, no, you don't want to play it again. Play it again.
And that's
won't die.
And
play it again.
He's one of the best Rock Band 3 players in history, so it's like even more telling of how difficult the song actually is. You know?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. His opinion holds a lot of weight in this regard.
It does. Yeah. He's happy with the Rock Band 4, so
for sure. So if we're talking lots of Rock Band, part of the reason accomplishments on Rock Band feel so good is, hey, they are tighter engines. If we want to talk accomplishments and reactions on something like Clone Hero, I'd love to share some of my personal favorites.
Hell yeah.
That are just ones that I don't feel like ever got as much love in the community as like some of the other major accomplishments. Because one thing I loved doing, I feel like some of the best reactions that I ever gave was when I was playing something for the first time and somehow still managed to pull it off. That to me is always like really cool. If you can just,
it makes you feel good.
Right. Yeah. Because, hey, anybody can grind and get it if you put enough time and effort into it. But to only have that one shot, do not miss your chance to blow and pulling it off. feels really good. And one of my favorite reactions I ever personally had was there was a song called Constellation of Tears. And this was on the Anti-Hero set list for Clone Hero.
Oh man, that right away when I pull up that video, that old Clone Hero.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. There's no transition to the highway or anything. It's
no classic.
Yeah, this is
and
old.
I remember in chat all of the CSC guys, all the Custom Song Central guys, saying, "Hey, we've been tracking all the accomplishments. Nobody's FC'd this one yet." And so if we go to about 520 or so,
right before I see the large peak.
Yeah.
in the
yeah, that's always how you know, man.
Thing. Yep.
Always how you know.
3, 2, 1.
And you're like, is this the end? Hope it's the end. Is that the last note? Huh? Last note?
It just keeps going.
That's it.
Apparently, that's a first ever FC too on sight read.
I mean, you know, you're a
Chat's
-1
too.
king, but we also called you the sight read king for good reason.
That
You
was
know?
the best sight read FC I've
That's
ever
the
had.
speechlessness?
So far. Like, that's
Yeah.
crazy. That's a first ever world.
That was one of those ones I felt so proud of. It's a different kind of reaction.
What?
It's a
Good
cool
to be
reaction
proud,
because
man.
it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you sometimes you still surprise yourself, and that's good.
Yeah.
Asian man. Yo.
Oh God, that old alert.
Oh man, Jason, this just makes me think back to when you really leaned into the whole Paradise City thing, and you had to
Yeah.
stop for unfortunate reasons, right?
Yeah, I ended up getting a
Yeah.
copyright strike on my YouTube channel because Guns N' Roses hit me.
Yeah, and that was
Yikes.
like that sucked because it was a big part of the stream, you know.
Yep.
It really was.
There's only
like-
a few people that have ever hit me like that. It was Guns N' Roses and Five Finger Death Punch.
And I charted Paradise City for CTH1 Remaster, and you were like, "I'm sorry, man, I'm not gonna play it on stream because I
can't.
don't want to get hit again." And I was like,
Yeah.
honestly, I respect it, you know.
Nowadays, I
I-
just play whatever because I'm
Yeah.
honestly at the point where it's if an artist gets mad about their music being shared, it kind of defeats the point for me. I'm like, don't you want to get your music out there? Like,
Yeah,
Don't
get with the
talk
times,
about,
old man. Come
Don't
on.
talk about Hotel California because Alec will join this call. He'll hear it.
I'll join the
Oh,
fucking
no.
call. I have a story about fucking Hotel California. So
I'm sure you do.
I uploaded my video of Hotel California forever ago, but I did like a little pitch shift, so it didn't get detected. But then later on, that did get detected, blocked worldwide. So I had to take that down, and then I played it at half speed, so that when you're watching the video, you have to go down the little gear on YouTube and say play at 2x speed. So I did that. I got rid of copyright there. Eventually, that got detected too, so I had to take that down. So then what I did, I just uploaded a normal ass video, no modifications, and did a copyright dispute. And somehow I won the copyright dispute. They
That's
released their
shocking.
copyright, and it wasn't one that expired either. Because if you do a copyright dispute, the copyright holder has 30 days to respond. Otherwise, it automatically gets just dropped. So there's no more
Right.
copyright on it, which is how a majority of those things go for me whenever I do it. But this happened after like a week. Like they allegedly reviewed that video and said, yeah, it's copyright free. You can use it. So they removed their claim. So I was like, fuck yeah. I got like full monetization on Hotel California. The thing got like 400,000 views. I'm like, fuck yeah. And then after about 400,000 views on that video, it got manually stricken.
Yep,
After-
by the man
after-
himself.
by the man himself, Glenn Fry. And then,
Yeah.
so I was like, this is bullshit. There was no copyright on there anyways. You found this and said, that's mine. Strike that because
They manually go through. Like
Yeah.
we're convinced. We're we're convinced.
100%. That proves it for me because there was no
do.
like metadata on that video anymore that said there's copyright material in this video. It was gone.
Bummer.
So they
I had one experience like that where a record label emailed me and said, if you do not delete this video of a song from our artist, then we will come after your channel. And
Might I
I
ask
ended
which
up-
artist? Because I have something similar.
it was, I can't remember the name of the artist, but it was the two German guys that everyone thought were high who were whistling, who were singing about environmentalism. It was the Hoo Hoo song. Anybody who knows, you'll know.
It sounds somewhat
Otherwise-
familiar.
Not what I expected. Mine was just Tool.
Yeah, no, the pieces still fit, but it was a fun old.
God.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Copyright. That's a whole big can of worms we could talk about. If we want
That's a great topic for the future.
Yeah,
like
if you guys want to get down in the weeds.
When JLC almost lost his channel, that would be a big one.
Fuck WMG.
Hey, let me give you my final like favorite personal one.
Yeah.
And then I'd love to see some from JP's wheel. Not this JP, that JP.
Yeah.
I feel like all-time favorite reaction to an accomplishment that I personally had was a sight read as well. And this was a best of solo medley from Chezzy.
I know this one well. This one's fun.
This was my sight read on a solo medley. And I somehow got an FC all the way to the end. And I didn't know the chart. And this whole chart's very trolly.
It is.
It,
Yeah.
you know, you think a big breakdown is coming, and then it goes into like the El Sandonito kind of thing. Let's start this one up right around 9:55-ish, as it was just getting ready to troll me again. And
Oh yeah.
3, 2, 1. Give you some flamingo.
Flamingo.
I know. I
Everybody
love
loves
how you just look at the
flamingo.
camera. You're like, bruh. Oh yeah.
Arf, arf.
Dude, Chezzy's made some really good like meme remix stuff as well. Like he made like Through the Fire and Flamingos. That's really good.
Oh hell yeah.
I was so nervous about anything being at the end after still being on an FC. I'm like, don't be anything.
That pure
Man.
determination look on your face.
Yeah, you're very focused. Yeah.
Damn.
Dude, no, you totally almost missed too. Totally almost missed.
Holy shit!
Oh man.
I thought for damn sure that you were gonna miss on those chords there.
Dude, it's so funny that this is from 2018 and that I see Weenie in the chat.
Oh, that's great.
She's been there for a while. You get up and everything. That's great.
I mean,
That was
legitimately,
great. I love that.
who the fuck sight read FC's solo medleys?
Not a lot
You.
of people.
Apparently.
Apparently you. That's
Yes,
crazy.
you.
I gotta
By
watch
far,
that
I feel
end piece
like
again.
that is legitimately my best clone hero accomplishment. Because again, like grinding is one thing. Somehow managing to pull that shit off the first time you see it is just
Oh yeah.
It's so cool.
it's crazy.
Raw skill.
I don't know. That reaction's always been close to me. Like it was pure passion in the moment.
It shows. That was sick.
Yeah. It's cool to like because it's like you don't really understand like reactions until you really like have one yourself, right? Like
Yes.
because like you watch all these ones from the past and everything, and then you have that moment and you're like, oh, I get it now. you know, like
it means
I've
so
had
much
that.
more if you know where they're coming from. I mean, you can
Right.
see
Yeah.
reactions for people doing things in other video games, not that maybe the games that you don't really play, but you don't understand why it was cool or why the accomplishment was so cool. Like if I'm watching like a League of Legends stream and the casters go crazy for a tournament, I'm like, it means nothing to me. I have never played this
Yeah.
game. I don't know what's going on. There's just a bunch of people running around. What was so cool that warranted that reaction?
League is also there's a lot going on. It's hard to follow with League.
Yeah, I've never
too.
played it. I've
Sure.
never really got into like MOBAs like that. So that's just gibberish to me. Everything that's going on the screen means nothing. So if I hear somebody
gonna
screaming,
give
I'm like,
you-
that must have been cool.
I'm gonna give you a great piece of advice. Don't play League.
I've been
Don't-
like I've been going however many years League has been out strong. 13 years
don't-
strong?
don't-
I don't know.
Don't play it. If you had played it back in like 2013 or 14, it would have been okay. But don't play it now. Actually, it was pretty bad. It was pretty toxic back then too. But
I'm well past the time where I would have got started with League. So I'm in the safe zone now. I
I'm
just
a
play
giant-
Counter-Strike,
God, I
so
hope so.
Giant fanboy of the world of League, but even
Yeah,
I
the
can't.
world is great.
Yeah,
You-
waiting for Project L right now. That
Well,
looks incredible.
You had played a lot of Teamfight Tactics for a while. I know.
Yes.
I used to see you online all the time.
If I'm playing League lately, it's TFT, and hey, their
Yeah.
new one's gonna be all music. New
Oh,
TFT
really?
set is music based,
That's cool.
which is pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll play League again.
do it.
Project L, it looks really cool considering they're actually getting all of the folks from Evo involved. It's the League fighting game for anybody who hasn't seen it.
Oh.
Okay.
And yo, that's huge competitive focus there. The people who've played it say it's great.
Yeah,
More
well,
and more coming out. Think it's gonna be
it's
free to
like-
play.
it's like you said, like the world of League and the characters are like probably the best part. Like they transcend
Absolutely.
beyond the gameplay. You know, like they just Riot has had really good character designers and writers over the years.
Their lore is good, and hey, being
Yeah.
lore hero, we kind of have to love that shit, right?
Exactly.
Love me some lore, no matter what the game. Speaking of lore, small tangent. There was a dude that I just watched this part of this video not that long ago. He makes absurdly long videos about like the Elder Scrolls, and he names it a quick retrospective on Oblivion, and it's like 10 hours long.
That's nice.
There was like a week where I would watch a couple hours of that a day just in the background, just listening to this dude talk incredibly in depth about Oblivion, and then Skyrim after that. It gets my goat. I like Elder Scrolls stuff.
It's so good. Anything that dives deep into lore like that, and I wish we had more about Guitar Hero like that. Although I guess
Etienne
we're
was
finally
really good at
filling
it
that
for a while.
niche.
That's right.
Yeah, I miss Etienne.
Yeah,
Etienne,
Etienne's
yeah.
style of videos
He
were
was
great. I loved it, and he put so much effort into all of his research for all those things,
He did.
especially like the Guitar Hero like 1, 2, and 80s videos he made. It was
Sure.
like the FGFC progression, and it was like how the community accomplished what they did, when they did, who did it, and the reactions at the time. It was perfect. I loved it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anyways, what's the next reaction? You're done with your own personal ones now. You got some community favorites, eh?
I can grab some. I misunderstood the assignment when we were first talking about this topic
that's
earlier in the
alright.
week.
No, that's fine.
That's all right.
Wait.
You're the perfect one to misunderstand because you have plenty of great reactions. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's also kind of cool though, because for me, I watched a lot of the classic reactions, but I didn't get into making content until well after the esports days were done, right? Like that's kind of how I flew under the radar. Is I didn't make content. I was just on the forums, and you know, I never really uploaded to YouTube, and that was just flying under the radar until I started streaming eventually. And it's kind of a fun place to be because I've seen all of these, and I still can have my own classic reaction, but they're a little bit almost like more up to date. It's weird to say up to date when it was still 8 freaking years ago.
Yeah.
Can you can we watch the old video where I think Tara tears down your green screen while you're playing Phase Shift?
That is legitimately the very first video I ever uploaded
really?
to my YouTube channel.
Really?
That
great.
is the first video I ever uploaded.
It's a great video. It's a
Is it
really
still
good
up?
video.
It is.
yeah.
So I had just started streaming on Twitch, and I ended up getting my first major raid right as this video happened. And that was from a content creator by the name of Dupian.
Oh my god,
Yeah, no,
Dupian.
Dupian.
Yeah.
And Dupian, I mean, this
I found it.
Dupian, I honestly credit, because Dupian is one of those
nice.
folks. Oh, right at the same time we posted it in our chat.
I'll post it too. I was already there. There it is.
You can also tell how old this is because my Twitter handle at the time was still
UB
Paradise.
Yeah.
Still
And dude,
working
the
for
old
Ubisoft.
Instagram app icon. Oh my
Oh
god.
wow.
Dude.
Look how small my
Bring me
camera
back.
is.
Dude.
Oh, there you are. Look at you, little down there in the corner.
Yeah.
And you
Pay
can see the
attention to what's
culprit already
behind them.
plotting the plan.
Honestly, just started at 0.
All
Just
right,
started
yeah.
at 0. 3, 2, 1.
Driver screw ups really mess me up.
Okay.
Playing a little.
Oh, this
What the hell's
ties
the
the
name of this song?
bind.
Ties it bind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there she
there
goes.
she goes. I just love the immersion is completely ruined.
That's my
Well-
very first apartment.
There goes the green screen.
Dude, I see your Marshall stack in the back too.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Yo,
What a great moment.
here's some wild plot twist shit. That apartment burned down.
What?
Yeah.
When?
Yo, seriously.
Hopefully, well
so-
after you were out.
Yeah. Well, about a month.
Okay.
That's not
So-
well after.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Here's my plot twist of the day. Here you go for this episode.
All right.
Here's why I always want to give so much back to my community and why I'm so wholeheartedly thankful.
Mhm.
When I first started streaming, I was in that 1 bedroom, and I ended up just getting enough money from streaming to have enough to upgrade to a 2 bedroom, which was right across the apartment complex that I lived in. And I was like, all right, cool. I'll make a second bedroom a streaming space, because that streaming space in that video was my old living room. I had a bedroom and then I had a streaming space. That was it. That was my apartment. And like a month after I moved to the 2-bedroom, somebody on the top floor of that building left a candle on their porch, and that whole building burned down. Literally, if I wasn't streaming and had that little bit of extra money, I would have not had the ability to move to that 2-bedroom. Who the fuck knows what I would have lost? So I am forever
that's
thankful.
Crazy.
That is
forever.
crazy.
Oh, that's amazing. That's a really cool origin story. If you could call it that. That's awesome.
That was when I was
tragic,
first.
But that's cool.
That's 8 years ago now. Before I was even partnered on Twitch.
How far we've come.
God damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That was back when like affiliate didn't even exist, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that's back when getting a sub button was actually a big accomplishment.
Getting a sub button was like and there was no like, for people who weren't there, like there was no formal way of applying for partner. Like you basically had to email Twitch and be like, "Hi, I get like 200 viewers per stream. Can I have a sub button?" And then most of the time they'd be like, "No."
Okay.
They'd say no. They'd say no.
You had to get turned down like 4 or 5 times before they'd give you one, even if you had the stats.
And then, you know, and like getting the 70-30 back then was like a lot easier too. Like Alec is still grandfathered into it.
As am I. Very thankfully.
Hell yeah.
Which it's one of those things that it's crazy to look back to and even see that it happened. And kudos to, again, we mentioned him earlier in the episode, but Yukong Monkey was the first person that played Guitar Hero consistently on the website and got a sub button.
And he was playing on Justin TV before then too, before Twitch made its transition as Twitch. Like, he was on Ustream too, but Ustream was like not even remotely in the same realm.
That's the one that I remember all the OGs playing on was Ustream, because that was the only live streaming site at the time.
JPrez played on Ustream a lot, but like, Twitch, like back then, like, because I remember with Jason in particular that Jason had a lot of sub points, right? Sub points were like the big metric back then. And that's kind of what determined if they gave you a higher split. It wasn't so much the viewership, it was like the amount of sub points that you had based on how many people subscribed to your channel. And Jason back then, he had a lot. Like he did, you know.
My absolute height, I was at 5,800.
Yeah, which is like a lot.
When you have the 70-30, you can do the math. It's a lot of money, which is one of the reasons why, again, I also am always so thankful to the community, because a lot of people have stuck around even when I had to step away for figuring out the mental health stuff, right? Like the ADHD, all that. Forever thankful, man. Like to see that level of support and love, just crazy. It's very appreciated.
Yeah, dude. No, it's great that, you know, like the community might be, the general community might be like small to some people, but you know, like I like to think that we support our creators, right?
Yeah,
100%.
For sure.
I feel like the community that we all occupy is very tight knit, and we like to support each other for the most part. I mean,
I mean, there's subsets, and the subsets
there's
like
a few
coexist,
things that are,
you know.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their own tastes. What they
other
like.
times circles, you know, intermix. It's okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I think there's circles and rectangles, you know.
If we're bringing this back to
don't think about the triangles though. Ooh,
yeah,
I want to talk about the triangles.
If we're bringing this back to reactions, if you ever wonder about why I have such extreme reactions at points, that's a lot of it why, right? Like, given my own backstory as to why, like, I feel very thankful to the people who come through. And when I see people who misunderstand me publicly, that's, I think, why I'm a little frustrated sometimes when I've seen people say, "Oh, you're hating on Clone Hero lately, Jason." No, man. I want people to enjoy what they enjoy.
Yeah. I've only played Clone Hero for how many years now?
Yeah, people. There's something that people fail, I guess, can remember. I guess that like Clone Hero's been around for a lot longer than people realize at this point. Man, it's been since 2017. Like
that fucks me up.
It's okay to get bored of it. Like I'm bored of it. I don't, you know what I mean. I still play it sometimes, but like it's you know, having the Milo Hacks projects in Yarg and like you know, whatever else is being made out there, like Fret Smasher and Downbeat and whatnot. Like it's nice to have options, because Clone Hero did what it did very well because we were dying.
Yes.
Right? We were dying.
That pulled you out of the dark ages. I say you, not us, because I wasn't really part of it at the time. Clone
You
Hero.
were just kind of what? Yeah, you were just
I was
chilling.
just vibing. I was chilling. I was chilling at
Yeah,
the
but,
time.
like,
I was
I
doing my
was-
own thing. I didn't
Yeah.
get involved with Clone Hero probably until 2018, late 18. I didn't
Yeah.
really play it very much that early.
I
And
still
to the-
remember like Jason's first stream of Clone Hero. The
I was going to
first
say, I
one.
think to the best of my knowledge, I was the first person to publicly
You
like do a very big stream on it. And I remember Alec, Acai coming through in the chat going, wait, you're actually playing Clone Hero?
Yeah, like, he didn't
Maybe I
take
gotta
it-
try this
a
now.
A lot of us didn't take it seriously. We really didn't. Like,
Yeah.
I remember Will used to have this this joke about like, oh, Clone Hero doesn't count. And like, I wasn't that good of friends with Will at this point. I kind of just knew him as an acquaintance, and I flipped the fuck out of him. I was like, dude, you're so fucking annoying. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, I just flipped out on him. But yeah, Clone Hero TLDR has its place in history. Have you found any any good reactions? Do you want to look for some while I post some? Like, what do you want to do?
Please. Yes,
Okay.
I will give you some of
Okay.
my favorites.
Yes,
And then
let's get the JP John Paul reactions.
Yeah.
Yo.
So, we were mentioning this before, but I'll post my own just to start with the trend, I guess. The WTF
Yes.
Sweeps FC.
Yes.
Yes.
Before we watch it, I just want to give context to people. So, it was 2 or 3 a.m. in this video. I was in a VC with Orange Hat and Jay Duran. Like 8 months or more before this happened, I went to. No, it was probably like a year before this happened. I was staying at Alec's townhouse, Acai's townhouse at the time that he lived in Maine. I was visiting, and he was basically JP. Like, I really want you to learn how to like alt tap some crazy section. Like, I know you're capable. And so he tried to teach me this section. I sat in his office for like 2 hours in the morning, just bashing my head against the wall, right, and like just not getting it because I never learned how to alt tap something this complex. I had never
Sure.
learned how to do that. I never learned how to break down patterns. Like, I didn't know that you could just do a zigzag with 2 fingers with your right hand. I didn't know that for alt tapping the sending triplets, you didn't use your 3 fingers on your right hand. I didn't know that you do 1 2 and then 1 2 3 with your, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know any of this stuff. I didn't know how methods worked.
Shit, man, I still don't know any of this stuff. I don't know how this
this
section works.
So
I don't
this
have a
was all
method.
very new to me. So I always practiced it like in my like just whenever I could, and so it like this night I was getting more and more consistent, and I was like, I want this so bad, like I want to hit this so bad. So I was in a VC with Jay Durand and Orange Hat for like 4 to 5 hours just playing this section over.
Oh my god,
and
that's
over and over again, and
dark
like,
caves of brain rot.
And yeah, it really was. And if you look at the video, like, I think you can tell that, like, you know, there's a lot going on. Like, my chair's falling apart. There's a roll of paper towels on
I
the
wasn't
bed.
gonna bring that up.
I look like I'm gonna fall asleep. Like, it's just there's a lot happening in this video, right? And we can just start from the beginning. So
All Get the whole
3,
section.
2, 1, go. So I'm just like, I just want to be done, right? And I finally hit it. And like I'm like so laser focused, like you like that's a real focus
tell.
face.
Those
Oh, yeah.
eyes.
When you're this
Yeah.
deep into it. I can feel the sweet relief.
I was so
Oh.
happy, and I had my headset off because I didn't want to listen to the fucking song anymore. So I was just playing with no music.
I feel that.
Got it, dude.
I did not want to listen to it anymore. I was so done, dude.
Oh my god.
That feeling of good chemicals comes through the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
and-
infectious.
And Orange at the end is like, now I'm not a gambling man, but I think he got it, and the video just
Yeah.
ends. Or no, and then I think Jeremy says something, but yeah, that was a big moment because I never really sat down and like grinded something like that in my life, like ever playing the game. Like I got good at the game, and I never was into grinding sections or songs or FCs, and so that was a big moment for me because it was more of a moment of like I can do it, you know, like I was able to accomplish something, and having not ever been my main focus before. That's why that reaction was very real, you know, like it's a very real reaction because it was just all It's a great picture. It was just all of that, like all of that emotion over a course of like 4 to 5 hours of playing this song over and over again. And I remembered a moment where like I told Jeremy and Orange, where I was like, guys, I'm taking the headset off. Like when I get it, you'll hear me react, and that's what happened. You know.
I'm not a gambling man, but
I'm not a gambling man.
I think you got it.
Even Megapen commented on it, and he was like, "This is the best reaction I've seen in a long time." So like that was like a high honor. I wasn't even that close with him at that point. Alec commenting on it, yeah, like it was just
new alert.
Yeah, it was great, you know. So that's mine. And then I guess if we're gonna if we're gonna talk about Megapeg, let me go to. All right, so this is my next one. So this is good old Megapeg.
Ooh.
This is
GH Tunes custom.
Yeah.
Wow.
GH Tunes custom of onion rings.
Holy moly.
Go to 45 seconds because the ending of this song is extremely chokeable, so I kind of want people to see like why.
Yeah, I've never seen this video, but I know whatever reaction he does will be warranted because FCing like
I feel like it's
tough,
not
like,
going to be what you
GH3
expect.
PC. Really?
Dude,
okay.
Yeah, it's out of this world. It's one of my favorite reactions. But are you guys at 45 seconds?
I'm ready. Let's get into it.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Ew, that pattern.
Yeah.
And doing this on the Warriors of Rock engine, ugh, it makes me shiver. Especially that.
Oh, yeah. Yes, finally.
Dude sounds like he just finished like the heaviest deadlift of his life and is like, yeah, like flexing his muscles.
You could have just stopped. That sounds like you just finished.
I just benched 450, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You see what I mean? Like that. Like why you wouldn't expect?
I did it.
Oh, that's so good.
I did it.
I love it. The growly,
that's so
grunty.
good.
I love that. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, and that was made by no other than Mr. Greg Murphy, who was like the king of
Legend.
GH tunes at the
Absolutely.
time. He
Top charts. He's a chart topper.
He would like put Solus in GH tunes, like all the GH3 PC customs. Like I think he did like Black Widow of Laporte at some point. Like
yeah, prior to it being actually
yeah, yeah, like he did it for like the older GH tunes and like smash hits and stuff. Megapeg is great. He's somewhere off of medical school.
I always enjoyed Megapeng. I hope he's doing well.
Medical school, eh?
He's doing well. He's chilling. And now we've got this video. It's time stamped already.
Oh, I know this one.
Jeremy sent it to me. This is a really good one, man.
This is Jeremy and Randy.
Yeah,
I know this.
Is a good one.
This is like the birth of a meme.
Yeah, this is Randy's donation sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, so what is it, like 104, like 103
104
or something?
104.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. It's really loud, just a moment.
Love it.
That smile.
I've only heard that noise 1,000 times.
Still his profile picture.
It is.
Yeah,
I love how like
it is. Holy shit.
I love how you can't tell that,
influential video.
Like you can't tell in this video how fucking tall Randy is, but he's really tall. Like
Big boy.
really tall. But yeah, that's a I love that reaction because it's not even Randy, it's just Jeremy like screaming.
Yeah, it's reacting to somebody else's accomplishment.
And it's like delayed, so it happens like after the song ends, like rather than after the last chord. Oh man. This is when Jeremy used to stream on Twitch like a lot back in the day. Like Jeremy was also he really should have been partnered. He really should have been.
I think that if people don't know this, we need to give Jeremy some real props real quick, because if the world worked the way it should, he should have been the first partnered Guitar Hero streamer on Twitch. Jeremy J. Durand is one of the pillars of Guitar Hero content creation in our community.
Absolutely.
Just straight
I
up.
agree with that 100%.
He is. Like
one of the pillars right next to Nuno VH. He's the one that I've referred to as a pillar of our community as well.
JDurand, for anybody who didn't know this, had a great following on Twitch, and then their channel got hacked.
Yeah.
His channel got hacked, and he basically lost everything. He should have been. He was right there about to be partnered, and this happened. Like, got screwed. Seriously, life-changing stuff. I feel like JDurand is one of those folks that deserves more credit in the community.
He does. Like, Jeremy...
Not for me. I give him a lot of credit. Love that guy.
He told me a story about how when when he made, like, his first chart, one of the comments that he got was just like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen, never chart again. And guess what he's still doing?
Charting
again.
Yep.
JDurand gave me all the DLC for Guitar Hero.
Yeah, because he had all of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
and Jeremy used to do streams of like GH3 PFOs on Xbox Live back in the day as well.
Always winning, constantly, never losing.
Yeah, he always won. He never lost. Like and you'd always have the people who like you know the type of people where if you can hit like the first 5 seconds of the Flames intro, they just quit.
Sure.
Yeah.
That happened to me. That happened to me a lot. That was frequent back in the day.
Because that's as meaningless and banal that is to us now, just hitting the intro to Flames, to any rando that you meet on Xbox Live Pro Face-Off, it's like, oh, he hit the hard part.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I gotta leave.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm not winning this. Yeah. That's still very impressive to people who are not in the know.
Absolutely. So let me grab this one. This one's also timestamped. This is the one that I was referring to. It's short. Lemon. It's like a very short and sweet reaction, but you can feel it in your bones, kind of reaction, though.
I like feeling it in my bones.
And this is make your system blow.
And this is another one where like they're at the end, right? They're at the end of the fucking song. So we're at what is this? 7:07.
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
That sound!
Oh, the vibrato.
No.
Whoa!
Yeah.
And then the
my bones would concur. I felt that.
The realization at the end, like, no, why? And I just love this video because it has the battery icon in GH3 PC and it has Bandicam.
Bandicam.
And the FPS counter. Like, it has everything, you know?
Yeah, this is exactly what you expect to see from a Guitar Hero 3 PC video from 2014. This is it.
Yeah, like, these comments on here. Miscellany 3 years ago, this never gets old. Polly 5 years ago, I heard the pain in that, you poor soul. Nuno 9 years ago, almost there. Cully commented on this. King Inferno, a lot of names.
Wow, some classics.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No.
And then
I watched it 4 times, by the way.
It's that good, right?
Just not 4 times. Just had to hear it 4 or 5. I'm gonna go for a 5th.
Oh
no.
So now the last one that I have will be dedicated to the man who is not here today. I feel like this one really needs to be mentioned.
Oh man, you're gonna do that too?
Yeah.
I have a different one. Don't worry.
Okay. I feel, you know what though, I need to really quick after this. I want to show Aceros because he's the one who got this first.
Yeah, credit.
Yeah.
And his reaction is a different kind of reaction, right?
Yeah.
But Alex is like.
It's wholesome.
It's the type of reaction where like the song sucks.
Mm-hmm.
This fucking song. I get for those who don't know, Chiasm is probably I would rate it now the 3rd hardest rock band FC of all time because I would
rate it the number 1 most infamous.
It's infamous.
It is infamous. I would put it below Pulse and Hourglass Part 2 only because it's been FC'd.
Yeah. Like by default you have to almost.
But Chiasm was composed by a fellow named Chaotrope, and Chaotrope made a lot of content for Rock Band Network back when it was huge. Chaotrope did not know that this was pretty much impossible at the time because they didn't really know how the game worked.
No.
And so they just charted what they composed. And
they're still around. They might be watching this. I'm gonna get a comment about calling them a noob.
Chaotrope, what's up? Chaotrope's made some new music recently. It's pretty good. But back then, like I've seen them say in streams, like A0 stream, like I didn't know it was gonna be like this. I'm sorry. Like they didn't know. They didn't know. But
all the mental anguish that he caused, just for it meant nothing to him.
So we're at 3:59.
Yes.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, starting in at the hard part. Well, the second hardest part.
So people, please pay attention to how difficult this is.
Such a genuine.
The way his eyes bulge out of his head, man.
Yeah, like you could turn that into like an animated GIF where it's like awooga,
And like, and I'm pretty sure, like, I'm just watching the rest of the way through because I'm pretty sure, like, the ending is also, But this is like, hitting this after that is like the most nerve-wracking shit imaginable. Okay.
Yeah. Imagine the nerves.
And with Rock Band 3, this is a justified miss any day, just because it's Rock Band 3.
Actually, the shortest fucking grind of all time.
I hate, dude. And he says at the end, like, the shortest grind of all time, and he wasn't kidding. Like, he had grinded this song on separate days on stream, but this day in particular, he just got it in 30 minutes.
Yeah, on the screen it says runs past solo 1, 25, runs past high melody 14. So he's had quite a few chokes. Not nearly as many as Ace. I want to say he went into the hundreds, right?
Ace has been choking for years. Let me.
Second ever. God,
I just gotta go back and check out his face after he hits that one more time. Like, I didn't know a face could be as expressive as that. Like,
there's a lot of emotion.
It's like he just witnessed an atrocity in front of him.
I have Aces, and that's time stamped as well.
All right.
Fun fact: both guitars used for both Chiasm FCs I made.
So you get the credit for both of them. Congrats.
By
a double Chiasm FC.
Guilty by association, in a way, No,
that's fine. I'm good with taking credit for that. You get that. It means I get the credit for all of Kyle Ruth's first places because I built him a guitar using your parts. So you get partial credit. Yeah. So you sent me the parts. I built the guitar. Kyle got the accomplishment, but I get the spoils.
It's true.
And so you kind of.
We're at 2:15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. I love Ace's shirt in this too because it's like the TMNT arcade character select screen.
Such a genuine.
Look!
I did it.
He says at the end, like, he basically stopped breathing, like while he's
can't blame
playing
him.
the outro.
Wish he had a heart rate monitor on.
Oh, Will's in the chat too.
Abby.
Yeah, of course Abby's
Chris.
there, man. Yeah, Chris is there. Salamo. Ocarina Hero.
El Pego 9. Am I making that up? Ocarina, yeah.
And he almost misses the last note. He almost misses the
Almost,
chord.
but he didn't. And he got it. And he's just hyperventilating, losing his fucking mind.
It makes my palm sweat rewatching this.
Yeah, dude. It's
mine are sweaty. I'm a bit clammy right now.
Like, when you understand how difficult this song is, it's like bone chilling. Like, it's like, there's a reason why I wasn't FC'd for as long as it was, right?
Yeah, and if you don't understand how hard it is, you have about it's almost frame perfect, damn near frame perfect accuracy needed.
Like,
to hit
I would
this
say
part.
that like you have like 2-3 frames at the maximum instead of like 10 or more, right? Because for those who don't know, Rock Band 3 has a dynamic hit window, and what that means is that the more notes are on screen, the more the note window shrinks, right?
Yeah. So
and on
normally,
hold on.
Normally the timing window is 100 milliseconds front, 100 milliseconds back. So when you see that note hit that strike line, you have 100 milliseconds to hit it after it passes the strike line, and you have 100 milliseconds before it passes the strike line. But when the notes are so close, that 100 milliseconds front end shrinks to half the distance between this note and the next note. So really, I don't know how fast these notes are. How many notes per second is this section?
I don't actually know
Fast.
the number, but it's
like
fast.
24-ish, maybe.
Yeah,
like I'm the one-ish. So instead of having 100 milliseconds, you have maybe like 30. And 30. Think about how fast 30 milliseconds is. Nothing.
And so,
it's nothing.
Yeah, and so it goes from this to like this. It might as well be closed at that point. And that's why.
Closed for service.
Because you can learn a method and everything, and you can be really consistent at that method. But Rock Band 3 is a game, right? And
it is a game.
It is
unless
one
you
of
are
the games
millisecond perfect.
Yeah, and so that is like by far one of the best FCs of our generation. Shout out to both Alec and Chris, and I mean Chris especially. Chris got it first, you know. Like that was like he really paved the way for people to know that like maybe I can do this too. Like I don't think Alec would have gone for it at all if Ace hadn't gone in the first, you know.
Yeah.
And another Steph GH moment. He's FC'd it how many times?
He's FC'd it multiple times.
And Rock Band 1 for that matter.
Yeah. Like Steph's crazy. He got a guitar for me recently. I'm really curious to see what he's gonna do. Yeah. But those are both great reactions. I feel like that's it for me. I
had one more encore reaction, and that it was another one for our fallen friend Acai.
Oh, nice.
And it is Souls 4. It's Souls 4 FC.
Oh my god.
This is such a sweet, wholesome reaction. I just love it. It's so nice. And it happens. We'll just queue up at about 12:50. It's the outro of Souls 4.
I think.
Man.
I think this is still back at his old townhouse because he used to sit in front of a green screen. Where did you want to go? What time?
12:50. 12:50. We'll start at that. So it's at the very end of the song. Everybody already knows Souls 4. Incredibly popular. Let's start it in 3, 2, 1, go. Outro, huge choke point if you're super nervous like you might be. Can you imagine the nerves?
That smile still though, trying to hold it in.
Well, yeah, because once he got past that, he knows he got it. He knows.
And now it's over. Bitch, what the fuck? Yeah. That's where the bitch, what the fuck comes from, right?
Yeah.
Is this the first instance of this?
I also made the guitar in the video.
JP is just a pillar of the community, you might say.
I guess.
You are. And his reaction goes on for a very long time. He's super emotional, and he deserves to be so because this song is a fucking nightmare.
It's great.
Yeah, I love reactions where people cry. It just shows the pure passion people have for this game, how much it means to do whatever they just did. It's awesome.
He throws back to, like, in the beginning of the video, he throws back to the fact that, like, you know, that's where the whole Imagine the Nerves meme came from, right?
Yep,
like,
you hear Imagine the Nerves, it comes from the Souls 4 grind.
Is why, yeah, and, like, because it was, like, you know, the community knew it was possible, but it was, like, do I actually want to try this? Because it's, like, no, I really don't, like the most entertaining thing that I used to watch of Souls 4 was Randy doing like 150 runs, right? Back in the day. And even then it was just like I'm just trying to get a high score and that's it. Like I want to hit this one part, right? It was not about FCing. Nobody wanted to step out there and actually take the time and dedicate the time to it. But he did. And it paid off, right?
I mean, absolutely. Like there's a reason I don't touch charts like this.
Yeah.
I get obsessive about getting better. And I know what I would do to myself, right? Like,
you'd be bashing your head against
think of the hours of anguish that you'd endure.
Yeah.
It's an amazing level of mental fortitude that I know that I would be abusive to myself, right?
Yeah,
so
I'm the same way.
So straight up, props. Imagine the Nerves is spot on. Like props is deserved. It's incredible.
110%. And this wasn't the first FC either.
And then EFC to Solus 5. He has the whole series.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Full series Solus FC is fucking insane.
It is. Yeah. Like, Alec is...
That could still be like the gold standard of an achievement today.
He's pretty ridiculous, right? And, like, you know, like, I mean, I've been watching Alec since, like... I've been watching Alec for a long time. And there's, like... There's he used to do this okay, so he had an Ion kit, right? And, and he used to make videos like this one's famous, but like how he put his score in front of the TV, like he projects it out. Yeah,
the epidermis. Oh, if you don't know the epidermis chart, folks. Oh boy, this is one of the original crazy stupid drum charts for Rock Band Network. It was never an official release. It was always a custom. But yeah.
Oh my God, his gamer tag was VVV Acai here.
Yeah, it was still that was still it. Yeah.
Who was it? Is it Jared Fidel? What's his Maze Geek? He was actually doing real runs at this, and he got surprisingly far. Like,
yeah,
3 minutes
I wish
in with an FC.
I wish Maze Geek would play again. Maze Geek was great. He's a fantastic real drummer. For those who don't know, he's extremely talented.
He's also here's a meme. Here's the one who proved he could FC Young Man Blues by doing it on his desk, by hitting his desk as fast as it was. You remember that video?
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
That's classic, man.
He was getting flamed before that for saying, "Yeah, I could probably do this," and then he got flamed after for like just hitting his desk. Obviously, because like, well, that's ridiculous. That doesn't prove anything. Yeah, you can do the speed, but can you actually hit the notes? But then he went and did it. So
yeah, looking at, I remember I remember when Alec FC'd Fury of the Storm, and there's no reaction because it's just gameplay capture. But man, like, just looking back at this stuff, like, my man's got a long catalog. That's for damn sure.
absolutely,
I think that he privated a lot of his older stuff, to be fair, but I can understand why. I can understand
and so did
why.
I.
And
if you look at my channel and sort by oldest, you will not see my first videos. I have many first videos before that are private because I was a literal child and I'm embarrassed by it.
One of my favorite videos of his is when his video where it used to be called "My Girlfriend Watches Me Reach Maximum Power."
Yes!
And then he changed the title to "My Fiance Watches Me Reach Maximum Power." And then "My Wife Watches Me Reach Maximum Power." And now it's "The mother of my child, parentheses, still my wife, yes, watches me reach maximum power."
I gotta find that now. Maximum power.
Yeah, if you...
The mother of my child, still my wife, yes, watches me reach maximum. That's funny. I haven't seen that.
I did not know that he kept changing that title, and that's fantastic.
Yeah, he's kept up with it, man. He's a smart man, you know?
I love that.
Incredible.
And then he's got an old video where he does like 8-player face shift online, and that's a fucking disaster. It's one of my favorites.
Well, anyways, boys, I think we've exhausted all of our reaction content.
I have one to end on.
Oh, okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Awesome.
What we got?
This is a different direction, reaction-wise.
Okay.
This is a meme from the community. Because how old were you the first time you were trying your hardest and the crowd booed you?
Stop.
Okay. The reactions from the crowd, the reactions from the crowd when you do bad in Guitar Hero Live are worth a mention.
Yes, they are. Oh my god, that's cringe city. Cringe city.
Those, if we're talking reactions to Guitar Hero playing,
the heart of reaction content.
This is so meta.
This feels like it's worth a mention. Everyone kind of jokes about trying on Guitar Hero and failing. But how about the game actually giving you an entire crowd of real people
just superimposed over and over and over again,
getting mad at you, and your own band members getting pissed?
Yeah, your band members look at you like, "Yo, what the fuck, man? What are you doing?"
Yeah, the singer, I'm at 30 seconds now. The singer's like, "What's going on? What are you doing?" While she's singing. Come on.
Yes. Literally, you could click to any point here, and it's lovely.
The band member's just like silently making fun of you. It's like, come on.
Yes.
What are you doing?
It's like
there's a point at around 50 seconds or so where the guitarist points to the guitar.
Yeah.
You gotta do this? You can hit the notes?
Do you know how to play this?
Like the impression it gives me is just like you're with your band and like, I don't know, you did like a lot of acid that night or something. You're just on stage, like you don't know where you are. You have no idea where you are. And you're like, "Yo, play the fucking guitar." You're just looking at the crowd like silently.
What to do.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
There's a couple of signs in the crowd at points too.
Yeah.
Usually the signs come up when you're doing good. There's none of them make sense. Like this is never a sign that a real person would make. What's this one say here? Something failure scoreboard.
God, they're
when
like
you're playing
shit.
Bad.
They're throwing stuff, dude. It's great.
Yep. They end up saying things like "stop playing" on a sign or things like that.
Who's making a sign that says "stop playing" and brings it to a concert when they're playing bad? Because that's not a thing that happens. Stop playing.
You paid.
Are you joking?
You came to the concert.
Yeah.
You theoretically like the band.
You came here to troll? That says more about you than me.
Dude,
if you go to 4 minutes and 50 seconds, the crowd starts throwing toilet paper rolls.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. Yeah. Wow, what a BM game. I can't imagine.
Whoa. Straight up throwing rolls of toilet paper. That's
Wow.
incredible.
I've never seen that before because I'm good at the game. But
and that's what sucks about this is that like this is funny. Like it wasn't a bad idea. It was just executed so poorly. You know,
it's so
It really
ham-handed
was.
and
yeah.
I feel like this is stuff that a lot of people have never seen because
No, they
you have to legitimately miss so many notes and just like set the controller down to see these videos.
yeah.
100%. You're not getting that though.
Oh,
Wow.
The
Yeah, I've
garbage
never
being
seen most
thrown.
of this. This is fucking wild. I can't believe this is a real thing.
yes.
It's amazing.
And could you imagine? Think about right now the process of them making these.
I
Imagine
know.
being-
Yeah. They probably had a lot of fun. They definitely had fun.
For sure. Because they had to do a full-length song of all this shit for bad and good. And the good ones are probably, those are the easy ones, because you're just doing the same shit. You're, in the crowd, you're happy, you're singing along or whatever, that's simple. But throwing shit and making different, like, signs of your how unhappy you are with the band right now. You're shaking your head, cross your arms, you're not good. And throwing shit, making your signs.
Most impressively to me is the fact that they have a camera on a rig of some kind moving around as if it's a human.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
To
everybody's
make it
having
feel-
to interact with that camera as if it's a person.
Mm-hmm.
Like the production value was
It
actually
feels believable enough.
pretty good, man. Yeah, like, and it just sucks that things ended up the way that they did. Like, if
People
they,
are taking the stage with how poor
Yeah.
the performance is at 6:40. They are swarming the guitarist, and then there's a security guard trying to get him off. What the hell? I've never seen this before.
Yeah.
This is so crazy. There's a
I
security
felt like
guard
it
to
was
break
worth
up
a
the
mention.
mid crowd. Oh, it definitely is.
I love this. You know what would have been great if like the security guard came up and he started talking shit too. Like, yeah, you fucking suck, man.
I can't control these people. You got to get out of here.
It's also worth mentioning there's a unique bad video for every on-disc
Yes,
song
every
in
single
the
one.
game.
Yeah.
42 of
See-
these
Every
things.
single one.
42 bad videos of the crowd doing
Which
this.
is crazy.
Yeah, like,
That's incredible.
can't knock the effort. I mean, you can say it's high or low effort by making FMVs instead of like animated characters in the first place, but there's a charm to this. I like
There
They
it.
is.
tried. They really tried, and like I said, like I think if the idea was good, just the execution was bad, and like, who knows what would have happened if Guitar Hero Live came out with just the same old controller and it did everything else. I mean, like things might have went differently if they didn't have to change gameplay styles. Like we really don't know.
Maybe.
You know?
And that's part of it too. I bet a lot of people saw these angry folks yelling at them, throwing shit at them when they first played the game because it's different than what they're used to.
Dude, I mean,
How'd that make them feel?
I couldn't start on expert on that game, man. I started on like hard because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like I was like, I
think
feel
I
like
did
I'm
too.
like I was learning the game again for the first time. It was so
Yeah, I think I
weird.
did the same thing.
You are
so
just
weird.
you're giving me this is my last, I think, hot take on Guitar Hero Live for the day. I think the game would have done way better if they called it a different name. Call it Guitar Villain. Because it's a
Yeah.
different controller. Like
I
straight
mean-
up, when people think Guitar Hero, they think 5 buttons and the colors, and Guitar Hero Live wasn't Guitar Hero. If they would have given it a different name, I think it would have had a better chance.
They had the name
Possible.
trademarked, and you know that too. That
Yep.
the Guitar Villain is trademarked by Activision. I'm pretty sure still. Right?
So-
like they still have that.
That
it's
makes
like
a
they
lot
never-
more sense.
They
Coming
never
in
did anything with it.
2026.
Dude,
Yet.
imagine if we had a game where like we played as like Lou or something like through the whole career, like ruining
Oh.
everyone's lives. Like that would have been
That'd be
sick.
sick.
That would have
Yeah.
been so sick, right? But we never got it because they were like, oh fucking Band Hero.
Yeah. Appeal to the kids. We got to sell those Coca-Cola advertisements.
We're
somehow.
gonna get sued now. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, and we're gonna get sued by all of No Doubt and Taylor
and
Swift. No, not
Courtney
Taylor
Love.
Swift. Courtney Love,
And Courtney Love, yeah.
and I'm sure a
Taylor
whole
Swift.
host of other people.
Oh,
But anyways,
man.
I think we're wrapping up
Throwback.
here now, folks. Let's thank you all for watching this episode 5 of Lore Hero -1 of our beautiful host. He should be back next week. Don't worry, he ain't gonna go
Yeah,
nowhere. He'll be back in
He
Maine.
can't-
Oh, yeah.
He can't escape. He can't.
He
We
can
won't
never
let him.
escape the lore. Anyways, thanks for
Yep.
reacting to our reactions with us, guys. Hope you enjoyed our reaction to the reactions, and please leave your reaction down in the comment, positive or negative. Let us know. Hopefully
And
it's
I'll
positive.
react to your comment reaction.
Yeah,
and
we'll even
he
react
will,
to them.
and he will.
We'll react to your reactions to our reactions of these reactions. So,
I'm reacting!
I'm
anyways,
reacting right
thanks for
now.
watching. I'm reacting to. Goodbye, guys. See ya. Bye.
Goodbye, reaction.